Dexter, Original Sin will tell the story of Dexter's early years and his first kills, and we already know of 6 of his victims that could appear in the upcoming show. Dexter, Original Sin was recently announced alongside another series, Dexter, Resurrection. While Resurrection will continue Dexter's story after the ending of Dexter, New Blood, Original Sin will explore the distant past of the serial killer's life. While the story of Dexter's early adulthood has mostly been left untold, other shows in the franchise have already revealed 6 of his earliest victims. The timeline of Dexter, Original Sin places the prequel show in the early 1990s, and there are a few victims that Dexter, New Blood, and a forgotten web series began to reveal from that time frame. While the exact dates of Dexter's kills aren't well established, and there have been some minor retcons to his first kills, there are still 6 victims who could easily appear in Original Sin. There's no telling whether the upcoming show will actually include these characters or simply change them, but they're still worth learning about. Nurse Mary. Dexter Season 1, Episode 3, Popping Cherry. The first, and most important, of Dexter's kills that Dexter, Original Sin will likely depict is also his first ever kill. Nurse Mary was the first person Dexter ever killed, and the original series actually went into a good amount of detail about her. Mary was Harry Morgan's nurse when he was first hospitalized for heart disease, and Dexter's father quickly realized that she was poisoning him. Harry then learned that she had been giving him and other patients overdoses of morphine, and that she was a serial killer. To save his own life and her future patients, Harry told Dexter to stop her. Since Mary was Dexter's first victim, his killing ritual was much sloppier and less refined. Like usual, Dexter covered Mary's apartment in plastic lining and ambushed her when she came home, but she was able to briefly stop him from injecting her with the tranquilizer. Dexter did eventually get her onto the table, and she told him that she wanted to take her victim's pain away. Dexter then killed Mary, and Harry lived for another year since he was no longer being given overdoses of morphine. Of all 6 kills that fit Dexter, Original Sin's timeline, Nurse Mary is the most likely to be depicted on screen, simply due to its importance. It wouldn't make much sense for a show depicting Dexter's origins to not include the first person he ever killed, and since Mary had such a prominent role in Dexter Season 1, it wouldn't make much sense to change her story. Of course, Original Sin could also skip over Mary and pick up with Dexter's life after he killed her, but if it does show her death again, it could give some valuable new insights into Dexter's first victim, unnamed second victim. Dexter Season 8, Episode 2, Every Silver Lining. Unfortunately, almost nothing is known about Dexter's second victim. The only reason his second victim is known at all is that Dexter revealed both Nurse Mary, Dexter's first victim, and an unnamed drug dealer who was his third victim. While that leaves very little information about who Dexter's second victim was, there are some context clues that can help determine what happened in his second outing as a serial killer. Dexter already showed that he was fairly unrefined in his first kill, Nurse Mary, and it's safe to assume that his second kill was similarly disorganized. He likely learned a few lessons from his first outing, like how to ambush people from behind, but he was more than likely still working out some kinks in his modus operandi. Additionally, since Harry mentioned that Dexter started displaying photos of his target's victims during his third kill, that means he didn't have any photos on display for his second kill.